welcome to my YouTube channel. Myself Alfia Qureshi. So in the last video we talked about subclavian artery. Now we will talk about the axillary artery. Axillary artery. So this axillary artery is the continuation of subclavian artery from the outer border of this first rib. So its origin from outer border of first rib and termination is from the lower border of teres major muscle. Teres major muscle. So in this diagram you can see this is the rib. So from here this axillary artery is starting. So and this is teres major muscle. So from the lower border of this teres major muscle, this is now known as brachial artery. Brachial artery. So its course is from here to here. So in its course, one muscle named pectoralis minor, which divide it into three parts. First part is superior to the muscle, second part is posterior to the muscle, and third part is inferior to this muscle. So there are three parts by pectoralis minor muscle. So this first part is superior to muscle, second part is posterior to muscle, and third part is inferior to muscle. Inferior to muscle. Now we will see the relations. So as we have seen relations of each individual part in subclavian, here also we will see relations of each individual part, first, second and third separately. So relations first part. Okay, so the anterior relation. So in the anterior relation there is skin, superficial fascia and deep fascia. Okay, fascia is the outer covering of muscles. Okay, so this is the sequence: skin, superficial fascia, deep fascia. Then there is pectoralis major muscle also. Pectoralis major muscle. Okay, and in posterior relation, so in the posterior relation there is first intercostal space. Intercostal space, that is space between the ribs. Okay, first intercostal space, and also external intercostal muscle. Okay, and there is one muscle named serratus anterior. Serratus anterior. So its first and second digitation, that is its first and second origin. Digitation. And medial cord of brachial plexus. Medial cord of brachial plexus. So in this diagram you can see the posterior relation. Okay, this is the first part of axillary artery, and this is first rib and second rib. So this is first intercostal space, that is space between first and second rib. So it is in the posterior relation of this. And also from this rib there is a muscle named serratus anterior which is originating from the ribs. So the first and second digitation is also in the posterior relation. And in this diagram you can see the relation with brachial plexus. So these are the roots and these are the trunks, then these are the divisions and these are the cords. So this is lateral cord, this one is the posterior cord, okay, and this one is the medial cord. So this is the first part, second part and third part of artery. In the first part you can see this medial cord is passing behind, that's why it is in the posterior relation, okay. Now in the lateral relation there is lateral cord and posterior cord of brachial plexus, okay. And in the medial side there is axillary vein which is common in all three parts of the artery, okay. This axillary vein is running along with this artery, okay. So in the medial relation there is axillary vein. See in this diagram, this is lateral side. So in the lateral relation you can see there is lateral cord and also this posterior cord. So these two are in the lateral relations, and this is the medial side. So I am drawing vein here. So along with this artery there is axillary vein running down, okay. This is the axillary vein. So it is in the medial relation with all the three parts. Now relations of second part. Relations of second part. So an anterior relation which is saying skin, superficial fascia, deep fascia and two muscles, that is pectoralis major and here one muscle is pectoralis minor, which is passing anterior and dividing this artery into three parts. That's why it is in the anterior relation of the second part, okay. Pectoralis minor muscle also. And in the posterior relation there is posterior cord of brachial plexus, posterior cord of brachial plexus and one muscle which is coracobrachialis, coracobrachialis muscle. And in the medial relation axillary vein is common, axillary vein, and also there is medial cord of brachial plexus, okay, medial cord of brachial plexus. And in the lateral side there is lateral cord of brachial plexus, okay, lateral cord of brachial plexus. So here in this diagram you can see this is second part. So in the relation, anterior relation, there is skin, superficial fascia, deep fascia and pectoralis major muscle and also this pectoralis minor muscle in the anterior relation of second part, okay. And in the lateral part you can see there is lateral cord, okay. In the medial relation there is medial cord and this axillary vein. This is axillary vein, okay. Now the relations of third part. Relations of third part. So in the anterior relation there is again skin, superficial fascia, deep fascia, pectoralis, major muscle, and also there is medial root of median nerve. And in the posterior relation there is the branches of posterior cord, that is radial nerve and axillary nerve. Okay, so in the first and second part there is cords, and now in the third part there is branches of cords. Okay, and also three muscles, that is subscapularis muscle in the upper part, and there is tendons of teres major and latissimus dorsi muscle. Okay, so these are three muscles and two nerves in the posterior relation. And in the medial relation there is axillary vein, and two nerves, that is medial cutaneous nerve of arm, and another is medial cutaneous nerve of forearm. Medial cutaneous nerve of forearm, which is also branch of cord, medial cord. Okay, and in the lateral relation there is coracobrachialis muscle, which is in the posterior relation of second part. So here it is in the lateral relation. So the coracobrachialis muscle, and there is musculocutaneous nerve, which is branch of lateral cord, musculocutaneous nerve, and lateral root of median nerve, and also median nerve in the lower part. Okay, so medial root is in the anterior relation and lateral root is in the lateral part. Lateral root of median nerve and median nerve itself. Okay, median nerve. Now we will see in the diagram. So this is the third part. So in the anterior relation you can see there is this medial root of median nerve. Okay, this is lateral root of median nerve and this is medial root of median. So medial root is in the anterior relation, and in the posterior relation you can see this is axillary nerve, which is coming from the posterior part of this, and this is radial nerve. This is radial nerve and this is axillary nerve, and the muscles are, this is subscapularis muscle. Okay, this whole muscle is the subscapularis muscle, and this is latissimus dorsi muscle, this upper one, and the lower one is the teres major muscle, from the lower border of which it is terminating into brachial artery. Okay, so these three muscles and the two nerves. And in the lateral part you can see this one is the musculocutaneous nerve. Okay, musculocutaneous nerve, and also in the lateral part you can see this is lateral root of median nerve, and this median nerve itself in the lateral part. Okay, so these are three nerves in the lateral region: lateral root of median nerve, this median nerve, and the musculocutaneous nerve. Okay, and the medial part, this axillary vein is common, and you can see this is ulnar nerve in the medial side, and the two nerves also, which is cutaneous nerves of arm and forearm. Okay, so these are all the relations. So now we will see the branches of axillary artery. The branches. So branches from first part, from second part, and from third part. So there is one branch from the first part, two branches from the second part, and three branches from the third part. So it becomes quite easy in memorizing that one from first part there is one, second part there is two, and third part there is three. Okay, so there is one mnemonic, which is salsa. Okay, and P. So this one S from the first part, these two from the second part, and these remaining three from the third part. So, and also remember that from this first three branches there is the word thoracic is present. Okay, so from this there is superior thoracic. From this A, this is acromio thoracic, and from this L there is lateral thoracic. Okay, so three branches are for thorax, one for scapula and two for humerus. Okay, so there is subscapular, and these two are, this is salsa and this is anterior, and obviously when there is anterior there is posterior also. So posterior, anterior and posterior, circumflex, humeral, which means it is like winding around the humerus. Okay, that's why circumflex humeral. So anterior and posterior, circumflex, humeral. Okay, so this mnemonic is salsa, and P you will remember by anterior and posterior. Okay, now in the diagram, this is rib. So from here the axillary artery is starting. This is first part, this is pectoralis minor muscle, that's why it is second part and third part. Okay, so from the first part you can see there is superior thoracic artery. Okay, from second part there are two branches, that is lateral thoracic and acromiothoracic, and from the third part there is, this is subscapular artery, and two are, one is anterior circumflex humeral and one is passing posterior, that's why posterior circumflex humeral. So these are all the branches of this axillary artery. Hope you guys understood. Give this video a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, also press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.